All right, gentlemen, we are back for a week 6 recap. Skipped week 5. Life gets in the way. We were busy moving into a new apartment, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Not going to make excuses, but there's my excuse. Great week 6. Dogs were barking. Rocco, how we feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feel good about my team. I don't think I'm the best yet. I think I got a couple moves I gotta make, but I'm
AP
looking
poll
pretty
says
good right now.
different.
AP
A-
pool,
AP poll says different. They got you at number 1 right now. Mickey?
not my pool, not my pool.
Definitely not Mickey. Mickey's still a bum. He might have snuck away a win last week, but I still don't believe in that Mickey ass team.
You're just ranking me too low. That's all. You'll see the division.
It's unbiased, dude. It's from the committee.
Yeah.
You don't worry where those rankings came in from.
Yeah. You like it when teams sleep. You like it.
My team is a sleeper. We're gonna do a little no screen share this week. I don't feel like pulling it up. I don't want to pull it up. We're gonna go straight with the face cam. What you see is what you get.
Yes, sir.
All right. Starting off, everyone's favorite segment. Can't have a good podcast without a little trending up, trending down. We're doing this podcast standing up. We got a little brewski for YouTube. I am over the age of 21, so don't dock me. Trending up. Who you got, Rocco?
I got TV. This team's fucking looking good, man. They're young as fuck, but they're good as fuck.
Man, if I had a podcast last week, I would have said it, and this week I would have said it again.
I'm kind of going off the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean it.
Yeah,
I agree. I think undoubtedly, whether you go off week 5 or week 6, TV's team's absolutely on the up. Breece Hall has looked fucking outstanding. Absolutely, old takes exposed with Rocco's takes on Breece Hall.
Hey,
didn't even know who he was.
I was giving him shit, but it was just because he didn't play him. He believed in him that
That's
much.
fair.
He didn't play him. That's the only reason I give him shit. I literally said he could be good. I said I didn't know nothing about him, but I just wanted him to have confidence in his players.
I agree. I gave him shit too for not starting him. I probably would have started him, but he proved us all wrong because when he didn't start him, he didn't do great. And once he started starting him, now he's putting up 20 plus every week. Dudes just looked explosive. They've been trying to get him in the end zone, and they've been succeeding in that. He's been putting up points. Olave's been balling. I mean, his team is young, and they are fucking here to stay for sure. TV was also my trending up. Dylan, you got a different one, or you going with TV like us?
No, it's the same. I mean, what's there to really not like about his team right now? I mean, he's built for the next 4 or 5 years, and he's got all them picks. I mean,
That's the only thing.
That's
the only
the
thing
big
he's gonna
thing.
fight is the injury bug. It's the only thing
Yeah,
he's probably gonna fight.
That's gonna go with everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's fantasy football.
Well,
They play in the NFL. It's a fucking brutal sport to play. People are gonna get injured. You could be in the playoffs and get a guy injured.
Why does Vanessa have both Reed's first and second?
Because Reed decided he'd give away. He got the second for Kamara, and then he gave the first for free for Conklin. But that's really the biggest point I have with Ty is Ty's team is probably, I mean, undoubtedly, we just gave him unanimous trending up. He's undoubtedly a top 5 team, arguably a top 3 team. And he has what could be a top 3 pick in Reed's pick. And then, I mean, his pick, if he starts winning,
that's probably number one. That's probably number one.
Could be. I mean, starting out 1-5, it's hard to beat. My team's ass. I've predicted a little losing streak coming in soon. So, I mean, hopefully I can improve my draft stock there. But right now, absolutely, he's got the 101 plus the top 3 team, which is fucking unreal. Ty's team kind of came out of nowhere. I think everyone was sleeping on him early, and then in the past couple weeks, it's just fucking blossomed into what it is. So yeah, unanimous trending up for TV. Absolutely. What do we got for trending down, Rocco?
I don't even know if I have to say it. I got Reed. I mean, it's just the obvious choice. his team, I mean, I will say that it's partially just, his players not performing and partially, his managing skills.
Yeah.
You can only blame your players so much to where it's like you look at your managing and it's just not good. I think you
Yeah,
traded Olave away.
I can definitely agree with that. The managing hasn't been there, but you also can't predict injuries. He's had some definite bad luck with injuries. Reed's team at the core, and I was actually telling him this the other day, he does not have a bad team. I mean, he's got Jalen Hurts, he has Mixon and Kamara, which is a good duo. They're a little old, but in terms of right now, like that's not a bad duo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got Debo, who, although he hasn't like blown up, he's been consistent. Like he's scored double digits every week. He's had multiple 20-point games.
Jimmy G's throwing the ball.
Jimmy, yeah. So I told Reed, I said, if somehow he starts winning and he makes the playoffs, he's gonna have a shot. It's fantasy football. Everyone has a shot if you're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
His team is definitely not to be fucked with if he's in the playoffs. But right now, absolutely trending down. I mean, for the past 3 weeks, I feel like he's had 3 guys score like fucking under 2 points. Like he's just he's gotten unlucky plus bad managing. So I agree with that trending down, but that's not mine. Dylan?
Ooh.
Okay, well, obviously Reed's the easy choice. It's easy to name off every bad thing that you can look at, but like you said, though, I do like Reed's team. He's already 1-5, so you're pretty much already thrown away this season.
Not entirely.
Well,
I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Very, very tough to, get back in. But I mean, it's fantasy. You never know. And he's got none of his picks coming up. Saying that.
It hurts so bad.
So that's obviously the easy.
No.
I'm not gonna go with the easy choice. Unfortunately, I think my trending down, my second option would be Brett.
Brett. All right. Expand on that.
I love Brett to death. Okay. I ain't gonna go my way Brett like that.
Bag.
Sutton. I mean, that Broncos offense is horrible. I'm not buying anything, with Sutton or Judy. I mean, they've just been horrible this year. Not really their fault. It's a lot of it's on their quarterback. I mean, this dude's a running back factory. Kyler Murray's been
bad. I mean, like, I guess I wouldn't say bad, but I've been pretty low
average.
on Kyler.
He usually put up like 20 more points right now. It's only halftime.
He's just looking average.
But the thing is with Kyler, though, and those rushing quarterbacks, is you can say they're average all you want, but you got Justin Fields who barely throws and he'll put up 18 points. Like if you can rush and you can get in the end zone, or you can rush for fucking.
And he has been starting to run a little bit more.
Absolutely. I mean, he already has. I mean, it's halftime at the Thursday night game right now, and he has like 30 yards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only other player I didn't like, I wanted to see his last game. Okay, his last game he had 17, but Waddle went quiet for back-to-back weeks before this past week. He had 6 points against Cincinnati and then just over 5 against the Jets.
Yeah,
I think he's starting
starting
to get shadowed behind Tyreek a little more.
I don't think that's not a long-term
That's
issue.
the thing. I agree with Rocco there. The thing with Waddle is Tua's obviously out. He might be brain damaged long-term, but doesn't have a quarterback to throw to him.
Antonio Brown had brain damage, but he still played good.
Yeah, until he was showing his dick to strangers at fucking the pool. But where I'm at with Waddle is the thing to like validate Dylan's point is even with a bad QB, it's not good to see your guy not get the targets. Like Tyreek is definitely dominated. You've even seen Gesicki's targets go up. You've seen all these other guys' targets go up, and that might be comfortability with the quarterback. But it's never good to see your guy decrease in targets, whether they get the receptions or not because they're a bad QB or whatever that case may be is one thing. But to see the targets go down is never a good sign. But Waddle's still Waddle. I'm sure once Tua comes back, we're going to see this week if he can hold what he was doing in the early season.
Yeah.
another low point of Brett's team. Definitely not the running back. I mean, his running back situation is solid. He's got more depth at the running back position than I think anyone, and they're also all young. But like you were
And
saying,
that's without Javante.
and that's without Javante. That's the thing, dude. He's got Jacobs. He's got the entire Cardinals backfield.
Who
He's
knows
got
if he'll
I still hate Clyde though.
agreed. I'll
I'm
agree
not
with
buying
that.
into any of that offense, Kansas City.
Hey, if Brett wants to keep competing, I'm praying that Keenan Allen doesn't take away all of Mike Williams' targets.
That's what I was just about to get at with
His value is going to
uh,
plummet.
That's what I was about to get at with when I was saying the other thing with Brett's team is the Mike Will downfall is coming, and it's coming quick. Last week is not due. I mean, that was just they had a good defense. I mean, their corners were really good, and they locked his ass down.
Yeah.
But Keenan is coming back, and that's a big target share going away. So
Yeah,
I
he's
think the
literally
Mike
just
Will
gonna turn
downfall
into
is
Gabe
coming.
Davis.
Yeah.
3 receptions a game, and you gotta hope that they're long balls.
I mean, that's how he was last year. He'd have games where he scored
Yep.
3 to 5 points, and then he'd also have games where he scored 25. Like there's really no in between.
He's a deep threat, and when you get targeted 4 times a game, catch 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's just what's gonna happen.
All right. So my trending down is actually neither yours. I'm gonna go with Lando. I've been high on Lando.
Yeah,
this
I was
entire
close to
year.
saying him.
I think that might be another easy out because he's 1-5, but he did have a couple guys on buys, but my team is ass. I mean, my team is not really great right now. I have a lot of young guys, and I'm hoping that like ETN and some of those guys can blossom. But in terms of like week to week right now, my team is not good. And whether you have a buy with Derrick Henry or not, that was a bad loss. I mean, he that was a really bad loss. And I actually to have trending downs right now, I could also go with Blair's team. He's another one who's had injuries in buys
Splits
or
back
whatever
this
it
week.
is. But yeah, so Blair has room to
He could
to
be on the
improve.
trending up next week,
Could
you
be-
know.
Absolutely. But in terms of a week to week basis, which this segment is, Blair is absolutely trending down. His team did not do shit.
There goes Olave for like 40 yards.
Oh, is it past halftime already?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on with this then. What's next? Boom bust. Who you got?
Boom. I got Brees Hall these past couple weeks, just broken out. You know, looking like he could be a superstar.
He's definitely shown it, and I was scared at the beginning of the season of just like sharing rushing attempts. Carry shares big in the NFL. You want that bell cow back who's getting 20 plus carries, and I don't know if he's like an entirely a bell cow back, but he is at least done phenomenal with the carries he's had. And eventually they're gonna have no choice but to make him a bell cow back because he's way better than Michael Carter and anyone else.
That's his only downfall are the goal line snaps that they just hand to Michael Carter for touchdowns. That's his only downfall.
Yeah.
But
But that's with every team. I mean, you look at the Lions. I mean, Swift is a fucking crazy back. He gets most of our carries, but if it's on the 1 yard line, there's a chance it's going to Jamal.
Yeah, it just killed him the other week because it happened twice.
Yeah. You got anyone else?
No, but I would say Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Over 30 points. Just
32
he had a
points.
Him and Joe Burrow went off.
It was definitely good to see a little relief for Edge because I mean, he's had a little slow start to the season. He's had a couple good games, but
he's had a couple tough losses to me. I think Drew and Dylan all put up a bunch of points on him. I didn't put up too many, but I know they put up 200.
Yeah. He got fucked in definitely multiple weeks.
He put up 200 and lost.
Edge will be back though. Edge's team is here to stay. I think he'll definitely make the playoffs. Whatever seed he is, I don't know, but he'll definitely make the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Another boom of mine is Ramondre Stevenson on Ty's team. I know Damian Harris is going to be coming back, and that might limit his ceiling. But the dude's a beast. I mean, he's pretty young.
They're both pretty young.
Yeah, he's And
It could be a really good backfield here for a few years.
absolutely. And with the quarterback situation in New England, they're gonna be fucking pounding the ball. So I like Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, he's like a right now, like in terms of fantasy points, he's like a top 10 or 12 back in the league,
Really?
which is crazy. He's had multiple weeks, even when Damian Harris was healthy, that he went off. So that's definitely my boom. Dylan, you got a boom?
Yeah, they were both on my bench.
Yeah, no, they both had a fucking great week, but they were on my bench.
Anyway, though, we're talking about players that actually were in the starting lineup. Obviously Jamar Chase. I mean, he's got a great stretch of games coming up. I think he's going to stick around the 20+ range now for a good next couple weeks. And then I had Stephon Diggs too. He had for Blair.
Yeah.
10 receptions. I mean, he went for 148 yards and a touchdown. I mean, you can't ask more than that at all.
Stephon Diggs making his case for wide receiver 1. Absolutely.
Yeah, he is wide receiver 1. Yeah, he is.
I thought he was the wide receiver 1.
He might be. It's either him or Cup.
I think it's him. Who's got him? Blair?
Blair's got him. Yep.
Yeah. All that shit.
He's at least close.
Yeah, he's the wide receiver 1, third overall.
Yeah, dude's insane. I mean, you got Josh Allen thrown to you, and you're that talented. You're gonna get targets, you're gonna get receptions, and you're gonna get in the fucking end zone. So absolutely, wide receiver 1.
Josh Allen, QB1. Number 1.
I mean, that's not even close either. Josh Allen's been a freak every week. I have him in my other league, so I'm not mad about it. But dude's insane. He's proving that your second overall pick for him was absolutely worth it.
I know.
Absolutely worth it.
They called me a madman.
Yeah, no, dude. If you wouldn't have taken them, I probably would have taken them because that dude's an animal.
I still like your pick at 3 though.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Fuck JJ's. He's him.
And he's like 22, maybe 23. I don't really know.
Is he 22?
He's either 22 or 23. Yeah, so he's here to stay.
Still, yeah.
I was just trying to trade for him like a while ago. He's really the only person who's even tried.
Did he involve
He's
Jamar?
Not leaving. No, he involved 2 like 2024 picks. I mean, I didn't even consider it.
No,
he's not leaving.
You can't.
He's a cornerstone piece. He's staying.
Yeah. There's certain players that are just untradeable.
No, yeah, dude. I mean, there's a reason I drafted him 3rd overall. I can't trade him. You would have to give up a bag. I guess everyone has a price, but no one's probably willing to pay that price.
No.
Bust, who you got?
Bust. Lando, J.K. Dobbins, hurt again.
Injury prone, dude. Made of glass.
He went to Ohio State, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was fucking good there. I remember
very,
him
very,
going to
very
college.
good.
I mean, I remember him going to Baltimore. I'm like, okay, Lamar. I think it was after Lamar was there, already there and broken out.
Yeah. Yep.
And I remember sitting there. I was like, okay, this Lamar's about to get some help rushing the ball. This dude's about to be fucking good because they're gonna be scared about Lamar, and he got hurt. And I don't know if he'll ever be the same. To be honest,
no, I agree. When you have that many back-to-back injuries, and I'm not super aware of how serious this injury is, but man, it is not good to see that because he has Zeke and Derrick Henry who are 27 and 28. So J.K. Dobbins is kind of like his crutch. Like, oh, I have a young RB, like hoping he develops. But if you have a young RB who's getting hurt every other week, like that's not good.
Other than Henry, his running back room is looking rough.
Like, yeah, I mean Zeke did all right last week,
my opinion.
But you can't trust
Zeke with Pollard there. Yeah. How he needs a running back one, and he's got one, but
how many years is that going to be?
I know he's 29
maybe this year. Yeah. So next year. I mean,
I don't even think Derrick Henry's running back one this year, or considered one. Obviously he's running back one, but first points wise, I don't know what he's running.
Probably not because of his early start, but since that like he had a game where it turned,
Mhm.
and since then he's been playing good. So I'd still consider him an RB1 for this year.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. He's an RB1, but I just don't know if he's technically, for his points wise.
Yeah. My bust. I mean, I was saying it earlier, dude. My team's dog shit. I fucking.
Oh wait, never mind. He's the RB8. He must got.
He's definitely not the RB8 or RB1 in terms of his points, but Garrett Wilson, man. And I don't blame him at all. Garrett Wilson is fine as a player. He's good as a player. He's fucking was the 10th overall pick for a reason. But man, dude, Zach Wilson sucks. Granted, the scheme for this week, because they got to an early lead and stuff, they rushed the ball a lot. Breece Hall was eating. But man, I hate fucking Zach Wilson. I think even when Joe
Really?
Flacco was starting quarterback, like
He's just not throwing the balls.
Garrett Wilson, no, he's not, and he's not as good. Like he's just not. He's not a refined passer. I don't believe in the Zach Wilson hype. I don't think he's him. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback at all. I think he's going to be replaced in the next year or two. I think Zach Wilson's a bum.
He's him off the field, but not on the field. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck matters off the field.
With the mom.
I fucking drafted a rapist 4th overall. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't give a fuck how you are off the field. I want fucking results. I'm a results guy, and Zach Wilson sucks. Fucking bum. So Garrett Wilson is my bust, unfortunately. No fault to him. All fault to Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Same thing with Elijah Moore, who's got
just requested a trade. Blair has Elijah Moore. He just requested a trade from the Jets. They said they're not going to honor it though.
Yeah, he's not getting his touches.
No,
clear as day. He's not. He's a good wide receiver who's not getting his touches, and he isn't worth anything for whoever has him out there.
No, it's hard to start any.
You got a bust right now.
Yeah,
just letting you know. I don't know who has him. Probably Reed.
Blair's got him.
Oh, Blair's got him.
Because I offered the trade that I offered for Garrett Wilson. I also offered for Elijah Moore, and he chose Garrett Wilson.
Oh, okay.
That's why everyone says I robbed him, and I say, hey.
Garrett Wilson's good. If Garrett Wilson gets his targets, he's good. He's just as good as Olave.
Oh, he's a hell of a player. Absolutely, he's probably better than Olave in terms of a prospect. Mm-hmm. But just the situation could not be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, you got a bust?
Yeah, my own player, Kareem Hunt. Can I trade this guy to anyone? Does anyone want this loser?
Him and AJ Dillon.
You'd be lucky to get a third.
He's a good kicker.
Dylan is so high on AJ Dillon. He's asking Jesus for him.
I'm not high on Kareem Hunt or AJ Dillon. I think they're both horrible for their situations. I think they're both.
I agree. I think Kareem is definitely worse than AJ Dillon.
Oh yeah. Kareem's worse than AJ Dillon, but AJ Dillon I still wouldn't want. I wouldn't want him or Aaron Jones.
I wanted Kareem Hunt, just waiting for the day that Nick Chubb tears his ACL or something.
Yeah, that's about it.
When that day happens, you'll have value. Until that day happens, you have chips.
We'll have running back 1 value.
Or when Kareem Hunt gets traded, one of the two. But no, obviously, I did not only expect 4 carries. That's just insane. And then I was looking at just me and Reed's game. DK only had 2. He had only caught 2 of 7 receptions, or the 7 passes to him, 34 yards. And then Curtis Samuel is a ghost. So
yeah. Reed's team definitely had some ghosts. It was real spooky season. The October was in full effect for Reed's team last week.
Thanks for playing Cooper Rush, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks.
God, that's so depressing. He should have beat you so easily.
Hey, I meant to say another boom earlier, Matt Ryan. I was not expecting.
Yeah.
42 completions, by the way.
Baller, yeah. Let's get on to a matchup of the week. I think I'm trying to think of what else. What other segments do we have? Do we have anything other than those 3, or do we have something else?
Rankings.
Yeah, but I already sent those for the week. I sent those.
Oh, you sent those?
Yeah.
You want me to give mine? Cause I put my own in there. I don't know if.
Yeah, sure. Rattle them off.
Just these are just my opinion. First I got Drew, then me.
L.
Then I got L right off the bat.
Drew's not first.
I don't know. I think his team's a little bit better than mine. Then I got TV and Edge. Then I got Mickey. Then I got the commish. Then I got Lando, Hayden, Brett, Reed.
Mickey ain't 4. I'll tell you that right now.
I got him 5. I got Edge at 4.
He ain't 5. I don't even know what I need to look at my rankings before I fucking just. I have no idea where I put Dylan, but I hope I put him last. I put him 6. Man, I actually put him.
Right now, my downfall.
Yeah, I mean, you had him one
need to
lower
win,
than
that's
me.
all.
Yeah, no, that's not bad rankings. I mean, ours are pretty similar, honestly.
It's still a competitive ass league, no matter how you look at it. It's still competitive.
I mean, Reed was talking about selling the team.
I mean, Reed's team isn't bad. He just traded his entire future.
That's the thing. The 10th ranked team in this league is not that bad.
Reed's got to go to someone. He's got to trade someone like Debo because he did it to himself. You know, he's got to trade Debo for, you know, a young player.
Young player to pick.
Drake London, AJ Dillon.
You heard it here first, Reed. I'll give you JAIME in a first.
I don't know if I'm doing all that. Your first probably gonna be 10th overall.
I know. I'm just joking, but I mean, he's got to go to someone. He's got to get picks. At the end of the day, he's got to get picks in young.
He's got 2, but they're both probably gonna be pretty late. All right, let's go to the match of the week. I'm just gonna start because I think everyone was sending shit in the chat with me and Dylan should be match of the week. Hell no. There's a couple other people.
That's what I had.
My match of the week, undoubtedly, I don't even think it should be close in my opinion, is Edge versus Lando. I mean, you're talking about 2 teams. Edge is 2-4. Lando's 1-5. In terms of their team construct, both these teams should be at least top 5. Edge should probably be top 3. Lando could arguably be top 3. In terms of their team, obviously not the record. Both these teams need a win bad. If Lando goes to 1-6, your season's done. You're probably not making the playoffs. I mean, it'd be a stretch to make the playoffs.
I mean, you'd have to win out.
You'd have to win out. Edge, I mean, even at 2-5, that's not an easy bid into the playoffs. Granted, I mean, 6, so you got a 60% chance of going, but still, I think this is a huge matchup because whoever wins this game this week is basically saving their shot at the playoffs, and whoever loses is gonna have a tough road.
Yeah.
So my match of the week is Edge versus Lando, undoubtedly.
But if Lando loses, he's got an even harder road too.
Oh, if Lando loses, he's fucked.
Yeah. His team is fucking good. You look at his team.
I know. Which is scary because if Lando gets a top 3 pick, fuck, dude. That team with a top 3 pick, that
team with Bijan or
fuck that, man.
Bijan,
fuck that. He's winning next year.
Bijan Dijon is what I kept hearing on the fucking game last week.
Yeah,
I didn't care. I just wanted him to get over 100 yards. I had a bet.
All right,
I was getting so annoyed.
Rocco, who you got? Match of the week.
I got you 2.
Me and Dale.
It has nothing to do with your teams. It's just it's just the shit talking.
Dogs are barking, brother. You guys
have been shit talking.
Get ready. We're coming out the doghouse, Dylan, and we're fucking ready to eat, baby. We're ready.
You don't have a second quarterback. You need to get one before you start talking like that.
What are you talking about? I picked up Heineke. He's about to fucking nut all over your team.
Yeah,
I'll give you Davis Mills.
I'd rather have Heineke.
I know I would too.
It's like the fucking CFL champ right there, shotgun and white claws.
You go from, your team takes a shot when you go from Josh Allen to Davis Mills for a week.
You put his ass in the trade block like he was worth something.
No, fuck. I think who was it? Someone said they needed a quarterback, so I'm like, all right, and I just put him on there just to fuck with them. I think it might have been Brett. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny.
Brett likes to stir the pot.
Oh yeah. All right, Dylan, you got a match for the week?
Yeah, I do. It's us. You can get your fucking ass kicked, young man. No, I'm just kidding.
This dude's making shots.
No, I do like.
Get ready.
Like all the jokes aside, though, I do think it's actually us, though. I mean, 4-2 for both of us. One of us is going to be 4-3. The other one's be 5-2.
Dylan, I
We're
just
in
want
different
your honest
leagues, so it's
opinion.
not really the biggest difference, but I mean, this is a good week for me if I can get a win this week. And Rocco could very well lose to Reed.
I
And
could.
number one
That's the sad
spot in-
thing is I really
Yeah,
could.
I
number
mean,
one
this
spot in the
is
division.
Rocco's worst bye week of the entire season.
Yeah, I knew at the beginning of the season I was like week 7, I'm kind of fucked. I knew it
Oh.
coming in.
Well, thank
but
God he got the perfect matchup.
I do have the perfect matchup. If I could somehow squeeze this game out, that would be
praying on a Rocco loss in my win.
Everyone should be praying on my
myself
loss
and
because after this,
Dylan, I want your honest opinion.
Go ahead.
Do you think
happening again.
our two teams are some of the mickiest 4-2 teams of all time?
Hey,
Or do you think you
just
actually
as we're talking
you
about
think
my
you're
loss,
actually a
Patrick gets
4-2
catch.
team? Like a top, I mean, we're top 3 or 4 in terms of record. Like Drew's 5-1, and there's only a couple of us that are 4-2. Do you think we're actually top 3 to 4 teams? Because I don't. I think both of us.
I mean, I don't really
Or
know
not.
yet because I mean,
No.
I got Dak playing now finally.
Boom.
JT hasn't been JT.
Boom.
Maybe he turns into JT this week. I don't know. If JT turns into JT, then
Damn it.
I don't know. Top 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
I look at your team. I love your team. I just hope Najee can wake up.
He needs to, man. Fucking
Yeah,
took that steel plate out of his cleat. It's time to fucking wake up.
You paid Reed $50 and and the other package for players you gave him for Najee.
Dude, are you kidding me? Reed fucking robbed me.
And he hasn't lived
You
up
got
to the
DK for free, a first for me plus Mixon, and all I got was bum ass DJ Moore, who's
so Reed gave you
worth
$50.
pennies.
Okay.
Yeah, DJ Moore is such a good wide receiver that just does horrible every season.
It's because his quarterback. I mean, he's
Yeah.
never had a good quarterback in his entire career.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sad.
His best quarterback
Starting
there is
wide
like
receivers
Cam
have
Newton.
horrible quarterbacks. That's really 3 of
bad.
them. Garrett Wilson.
Dude, if they just fucking had a good quarterbacks, that'd be so good. Like Terry,
If
Terry's
I'm
not
DJ
bad.
Moore, I'm forcing myself out of Carolina, man.
Hey,
You
but
know,
I'll be
and I
surprised.
wanted him to get traded before the deadline because they said there
When's
was
the
some
deadline? The
interest,
first of the month?
something like that. But
They
Robbie
traded Robbie
Anderson
Anderson.
fucking
Yep,
got traded.
exactly.
So like that makes DJ Moore's like their interest in trading him go down way more because then they have fucking literally nobody.
Yeah, but now you're gonna see some more targets going to DJ Moore. So that's the good part about
It's
that.
the Panthers. You don't know that.
I think it's gonna come down to the
More
next-
opportunity, I guess I should be saying. Maybe not more targets, but
Yeah,
more of an opportunity
I'd agree with that.
I think
to possibly be
I think
something.
the next couple weeks for Schiss and I are gonna be it's gonna be figuring out whether we gotta start blowing it up or not.
Yeah, no, I'd agree.
Going for the pick. But I do I mean, Watson's gonna be coming back. So I mean, you got your quarterback right there. I mean, you got arguably the best player in dynasty football in
Hey,
Jefferson.
speaking of coming back, Hop has 6 receptions and 60 yards right now. Edge, he's gonna be scary these next
Yeah.
few.
But I don't know. I think I'm really hoping for Schiss too that maybe James Robinson falls off, and then ETN gets the whole starting gig, all the carries. I think once he can figure out what Jacksonville running back will have the full slate of runs and receptions, I think you'll be chilling because you can go get a different running back. And
Yeah, I agree. I think ETN breakout's coming and it's coming soon.
So you're playing both of them this week?
I got no choice, dude. I got buys.
Oh, you got hella buys? Yeah, that sucks.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. I think it was a pretty good pod. Try to keep it a little shorter. I don't know how long it's
Yeah,
been,
we
but
weren't very organized, but it was
Yeah,
actually
it
not
is.
too bad, you know.
Behind Me Bros Wing It pod.
I mean, we were sitting here and in the second quarter, I'm like, let's get this fucking pod done so your mom doesn't disown you.
She already does, dude. I lost all my bets. I'm a fucking loser.
That's what happens when you do it 15 seconds before kickoff. Just rush.
Oh, I was like, all right, I saw FanDuel had a little risk-free same game parlay, so I was like, all right, load it up. Let's
Oh,
go.
was it like already set up?
No, it was. I made it. I just
you
did
just
it.
made
Like
it? Oh, I didn't
anything
know.
I liked, I just fucking picked really fast, and because they
Yeah.
were literally like it was right before kickoff. But all right, good luck, fellas, this week. It's gonna be a hell of a week. I think we got a lot of good matchups coming. So
Yes, sir.
a lot of buys in this week in play for sure. So dogs are barking, man. We're gonna see some upsets.
Yes,
So
sir.
good luck. Good luck.
All
Hey,
right,
is
thank you.
tampering okay or no?
Huh?
Is tampering all right or no?
Never, never.
No tampering.
Give me Adams. All right, I'll talk to y'all later, gents. Good luck
See
this
ya.
Hey,
week.
I'll give you